Hi, I am Lady Diana Narciso, BHM2C. I am here to talk about the importance of Philippine literature. Philippine literature explores the idea, emotions, and thoughts of a man in order to better understand our literary history. We study literature. By studying literature, we can trace the reach of legacy of ideas passed down to us by our forefathers, which help us to better understand ourselves and feel proud to be Filipinos. Philippine literature. One can travel back in time and learn about life on Earth from those who came before us. We can learn more about cultures and develop a deeper appreciation for them. We gain knowledge from the ways that history chronicled in manuscript and verbally. Philippine literature includes works that have been connected to the country since prehistory, for the legacy of its colonial past and up to the present. Epics were the primary form of pre-Hispanic literature in the Philippines, and they were originally transmitted orally from generation to generation. Reviewing the comedies, tragedies, and sources of inspiration for the lovely Filipinos poems, stories, essays, and plays evokes nostalgic feelings and provides enjoyment. As Filipinos who love and proud of our culture, I must demonstrate our deep concern for our own literature, which I can do by studying the literature of our nation. We must realize that we have glorious tradition that can give us the tools we need to assimilate other cultures. We also learn about the propagandists and heroes like Jose Rizal, who wrote a poem for the youth of the Philippines. Encourage them to use their talent and skills for the success of their nation. We also learned about the nation that have invaded the Philippines, but ultimately, we have our freedom, thanks to the assistance of Americans who provide us with education for a better future.
Every nation has its own literary traditions, methods, and expression that reflects its particular context. Some stand out because they have received widespread acclaim from people around the world. William Shakespeare writing are among them. Here in the Philippines, there are also renowned authors as Jose Rizal and Francisco Balagtas among others. We Filipino should read our native literature since it offers a variety of perspective. The Mind Stone, Power Stone, Space Stone, Soul Stone, Time Stone, and Reality Stone are the Infinity Stone that can be used in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. The Philippines has outstanding local authors and use their pen to exploit the power of literatures, comparable to the Infinity Stone. In order to communicate with the author's minds, we can read Philippine literature, we can see what they are thinking and believing, and we merge with them by using their writing style or the literary works structures. They could even influence the audience's thoughts. We will be able to appreciate them and their unique talents as a Filipino authors. If we read more local works, even better by reading, we can improve our critical thinking skill and write ourselves as we learn from them. Our own literatures offer us a tremendous amount of power. We acquire the ability to create, influence, and share as well to preserve local literary works, are priceless treasures that we cannot replace. They retain their value over time and continue to inspire people even today as we gain a deeper understanding of them, well better able to share the author legacies and encourage our fellow Filipino to study Philippine literature as well. Literature also possess a power akin to Space Stone, which allow its owner to build the gateway to any location they choose. One can visit a variety of locations in the Philippines through reading local writings, whether the location is well known as recently introduced by the authors. This also applies to our regional heritage, which are important national treasures. Additionally, one would undoubtedly learn more about the varied cultures and traditions of our nation while traveling. The differences between our races, culture, and geographical location can be set aside, for it would help to us understand each other. That would later result to unity for our nation. Moreover, they also connect our souls as Filipinos. They serve as bridges to explore our own cultural identity. Understanding your own culture means understanding yourself as well. We all have the rights to know who we are in the Philippine literatures. Are tools for us to enjoy this right. It also helps us a person build his own personal growth and help us to connect with each other. And as we discover more about ourselves, we'll able to destroy our colonial mentality and awaken our nationalistic and patriotic hearts. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Catherine Miranda and I'm here to talk about what I have learned about Philippine literature and my reflection about it. Philippine literature is a written work that is undying because it is passed through generation to generation. It expresses feelings to society and deals with experiences of man and expressions, and it developed through different periods. And in Philippine literature, it exposes what happened in the past and gives a message about life. Philippine literature inspired others to express themselves through written work. And as a Filipino, it is important for us to not forget what happened in the past because it shaped us on what and who we are right now. We shouldn't forget the people who fought for our country. And by studying Philippine literature, we can show our love to it and better appreciate it. And we shouldn't forget the literature because it is part of our history. Philippine literature makes us aware of what happened in the past and makes us knowledgeable about it. And it is also makes us knowledgeable our culture that makes us appreciate it more. And through Philippine literature, our culture is being introduced to others. Philippine literature allows us to have a better understanding about our culture and appreciate it better. As what they say, in order for us to appreciate, we should understand. Because we cannot appreciate something that we do not understand. Philippine literature gives us the opportunity to analyze and appreciate our own language. And the most important thing is we shouldn't forget all the people who fought for the betterment of our country. And as a Filipino, we should be proud to our culture and where we came from.
Hi, I'm Nisi Mungkal and I'm here to talk about Philippine literature. Philippine literature implies important people, places, and things that mark big to the Philippine history. Through the years, Philippine literature was developed and more valued by many because it inspired people. Studying literature involves reading, discussing, thinking, and writing. Helping students to improve in those areas. It explores different human beliefs, ideas, and societies. This allows people to learn about where they came from and how past events work to shape the different cultures. It awakens our mind on how Filipino before try to dwell with different languages and try to learn it in order to express their thoughts and feelings. It is an additional tool that helps us develop ourselves as a student, as a person, and as a citizen in our country. Literature provides us a common knowledge that allows us to talk, share information, and experience as a productive students. Studying Philippine literature is so important because it portrays as a living language. Philippine literature introduces real-life situation within the experiential background of the youth to the future literary pieces. This is bringing us into such issues as environmental awareness, peace education, and others. This is also telling us to the real human being, a human being having dual nature, which is not only doers of actions, but also dreamers of dreams.